Hey, look, check this out. Y'all remember that full-time job I used to work at 3 years ago? 3 years ago, the Navy Yard. I had a buddy call me and said, bro, they had a shooting out here. A guy ended up getting killed. Now, it's so many rumors you hear. I've heard maybe 2-3 different rumors. And I'm not going to say on here what I've heard because I don't know if it's true. But look, one thing I know is this. When a man is moved on emotion, the consequences are dire. Let me give you an example of what I mean. For you to bring a firearm to work and end somebody's life on a Navy Yard, number one, you think you spend the rest of your life behind bars. This is the second time this has happened. The first time it happened was in the 90s when a guy they used this guy to train another guy, and the other guy took his promotion and he didn't know how to handle it, so he came back and killed a few people. A job, bro. Right now they got a guy spending the rest of his life in prison because he killed a couple of supervisors. Does that make sense? Let's remove it. Yeah, they did him wrong. It's a job. It's a job. It's a flipping job. They supposed to do you wrong. You will never get paid enough money to live beside the owner. You cannot working overtime. You will not get rich working overtime. It's a job, just over broke. That's what it is. When I was out there, I was working 7 days a week, and I was the water was right here. I was doing it. Then the water got over my mouth. I was just breathing out my nose. It's a job, man. So now, history repeated itself. So another guy that came out there up to blicky on somebody. Look, if I was still out there, because right now it says, shut down, can't nobody leave the yard, lock it down, lock it down. If I was still out there, that would be my sign to go full-time into whatever business I am in. You guys need to stop moving on emotions. Look, I'm figuring keep it real. I work with a lot of guys at this job, cheated on their wife and left their wife for other women that was out there. The women come to work wearing spandex tight clothes, and these guys lose their mind over these women. I'm not gonna go to nobody's job and take another man's life and then spend the rest of my life behind bars. I love Cobbler too much to do that. Man, you lost your doggone mind. You think I'm fixing to live like that? Over a job, flip a job. They're only paying $30 an hour. You get paid $30 an hour, working 8 hours a day for $240 before taxes. Stupid, ignorant. You so stupid. They need to lock you up because you can't think for yourself. Yeah, lock his behind up and put him out in the fields and make him work. Flip it. Flip it. That's some sad reality for your behind. If you think your co-workers or your boss care anything about you, they don't. You are a number and you are a mule, and we need to get as much money and much work out of you as we can. And when you can't take it and you think you're gonna retire here, we're gonna fire you and get the other guy. That's like that old guy, what's his name? What's that dude's name? I think his name was Nate. He was out there for 41 years. And they caught him sleeping and they fired his behind. And they forced him to make his retirement early. These people don't give a flip about none of y'all. Dang, I should have went there. Shoot. I gotta turn around. I gotta go rip the stuff out them beds first before I go pick up mulch.